Well, the calls for Governor Cuomo to resign or be impeached seem to grow louder by the day, which has left many wanting to know more about the person who would take over if Governor Cuomo leaves office before his term is up.
All right, Fox 5's Sharon Crowley introduces us to New York's Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul and walks us through her experience in the world of politics.
Now it's the warm-up act and I'm back again.
New York's Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul is used to being in the background. It comes with the job, especially under a boss who relishes, at least until recently, the spotlight.
The job with Andrew Cuomo is not to be seen. He's the king and he wants the airtime.
Now that New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is facing accusations of sexual harassment and doctoring nursing home death numbers, some lawmakers are calling for him to resign or be impeached. Under the law, the lieutenant governor would be the next in line for the job. It would make her the first woman in history to wield executive power in the state of New York. The Irish Catholic lawyer and congresswoman was born and raised in Buffalo.
She's from Western New York, which is not exactly a political nice place. You know, it's very tough. People fight a lot up there. And she's a tough cookie.
Hank Schenkoff is a political consultant and an expert in New York City and state politics. He says anyone who thinks that Hochul would just be a seat holder until the next election underestimates the lieutenant governor's political experience and grit.
What the downstate pals are hoping, the politicians are saying, wait a second, she'll be a pushover. Let's get rid of him. The truth is, she's not a pushover.
As lieutenant governor, in addition to acting as the governor's ambassador, she's also focused on the state's economic development, experience that may come in handy should she be in the top job as New York tries to recover from the pandemic.
She's as ready as any of the other politicians that are throwing their names around.
Mina Bose is a political science professor at Hofstra University. She thinks the lieutenant governor is more than capable should she need to step into the job of running the state.
For a lengthy career in local politics, working in national office, working for elected officials.
The lieutenant governor notably was not at many of those COVID press conferences that elevated Governor Cuomo to national prominence. Her distance from his inner circle may end up helping her if she does have to take over. Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.